Hi everyone. In this video, I am going to introduce the Laplace transforms concept. So in the previous series of lectures, we have seen the different transforms like Fourier series. We have seen Fourier transforms. We have seen, and later we have seen the Hilbert transform also. Now it is time to study about the Laplace transform. So Laplace transform is one of the important transformations which is also used to transform a time domain signal into a frequency domain signal. But here the frequency domain is nothing but the complex frequency domain we are taking. In the Fourier transform, it is a real-time frequency domain like omega only. But now in the Laplace transform, we are going to convert it in the complex domain, nothing but S domain. So Laplace transform transforms a time domain signal into S domain signal. S domain signal. Okay. So S domain is nothing but it is also a frequency domain signal, but it is a complex frequency domain signal. Okay. What do you mean by S? Where S is nothing but j omega. Where S is nothing but j omega. Previously it was omega only, but now it is j omega. That means x of t signal will be converted into x of s. X of s. Okay, s is equal to j omega. Okay, so what is the definition of this Laplace transform? A linear time invariant system is described in terms of generally a linear time invariant system is described like differential equations. In terms of differential equation. So to solve this differential equation, we use the Laplace transforms. Okay. So a time invariant, a linear time invariant system described in terms of a linear time invariant system is described in terms of differential equation. Okay, so this differential equation can be solved by using Laplace transforms. So to solve this, we use Laplace transforms. Laplace transforms. Okay, this is the main purpose of the Laplace transform. So what it will do? What it will do when we apply the Laplace transform on that on this differential equation, it converts the given differential equation into algebraic equations. Okay, so if Laplace transform is applied on differential equations, then it gives algebraic equations. Okay, so that is the main story behind this Laplace transform. So a linear time invariant system, any linear time invariant systems are described in terms of a differential equations like dou x of t by dou t plus dou x of x square of t by dou t square. Like that, will be having a differential equation. So that differential equation is solved generally by using this Laplace transform. And so whenever we apply Laplace transform on this differential equations, it gives the algebraic equations. Algebraic equations. So now let us see the definition of Laplace transform on the signal x of t. So Laplace transform of a signal x of t is, so what is the Laplace transform of x of t? Laplace transform of x of t is equal to, it is represented as x of s, capital X of s. Okay, that is equal to, the formula is integral minus infinity to plus infinity x of t into e power minus st dt. Okay, if you compare this Laplace transform equation with the Fourier transform equation, if you remember, the Fourier transform formula is integral minus x of omega equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity x of t into e power minus j omega t. Just j omega is replaced by s, that's it. Okay, so where s is equal to j omega, where s is equal to j omega. Okay, so this is yes. So after this, every equation will be converted in terms of yes. Okay, when we were calculating the Fourier transform, the resultant equation will be in terms of omega, because that is x of omega, but now it is x of yes, so the resultant solution is in terms of yes. Okay, so Laplace transforms simply converts a time domain signal into yes domain signal. So Laplace transform converts a time domain signal into yes domain signal. Okay, so this is the formula. You have to remember this formula. Very easy, just it is like a Fourier transform. S is replaced, j omega is replaced by s. Okay, now coming to one of the important features of this Laplace transform, so that is the region of convergence. Region of convergence. So what do you mean by region of convergence? Suppose for the given signal, for a given signal x of t, its Laplace transform, is defined as, okay, x of s is equal to integral minus to plus infinity x of t e power minus st dt. Okay, so for this what happens now, a set of points on the S-plane. What we will do, see, first whenever we take, suppose the x of t signal is like a time domain signal, which will be having the signal like this. And after this, suppose in the previous last videos, we have seen Fourier transforms. If you apply Fourier transform on this, the resultant signal is x of omega. So x of omega we generally draw in two forms. One is magnitude, another one is the phase. Okay, it may be like this or any other phases like this. Okay, but when we take this x of t and apply to the Laplace transform, then the resultant signal is drawn on the s domain. This is the frequency. Okay, omega angular frequency versus x of omega, but now it is s and x of s. Okay, so s is nothing but here omega only, but here the omega is imaginary, j omega. So the resultant signal we are going to draw on the s domain. Okay, so a set of points on the s plane or s domain which are integrable on the right side of the plane x of s, which converges, is known as region of convergence. So a set of points on the s plane, which are integrable on the right hand side of x of s, of x of s converges is known as region of convergence. Region of convergence, in short, it is represented as ROC. So very important. See, what do you mean by this? So whenever you draw the resultant signal x of s, then the set of points which are converged on the right side of x of s, so converged into a single form. Suppose, for example, if I say s is equal to, after this simplification, I got some equation 1 by s minus a. Okay, x of s is equal to, for example, consider x of s is equal to 1 by s minus a. Then make the denominator equal to 0, then s minus a is equal to 0. Then what is the value of a? S equal to a. So the value of s is s equal to a. That means s equal to a, which is a positive integer value. So it may be anywhere here. This is a. Okay. So draw a vertical line. Draw a vertical line along that a. Now just remove this a, and all the above values are nothing but ROC. So this is the region of convergence of this given signal x of s is equal to 1 by s minus a. Okay. So other than this a, because that a is nothing but pole of the given signal. So pole and zeros. Every signal will be having two types of parameters, poles and zeros. Here the pole is nothing but a, s equal to a. If you want to calculate poles, then you have to equate the denominator of any signal equal to 0. And if you want to calculate zeros, then equate the numerator part to 0. Okay. So this is the amount of region of convergence above this x of a. So region of convergence is nothing but ROC of s. What? ROC is nothing but s greater than a. So region of convergence is nothing but s must be greater than a. So this is the region of convergence. So what do you mean by this? A set of points on the s plane which are integrable on the right hand side of x of s. Convergence is known as ROC. This is the example. Okay. So in the next video we will see the existence of Laplace transform, and thereby the relation between the Fourier transform and Laplace transform also. Very important. Thank you.